Hey friends, hope y'all are having a great day. There are two questions that I get pretty frequently, and so I just thought I would just shoot a quick video about it. The first one is, when do I have Shakeology? And the second one is, should I eat before I work out? Okay, so there's a couple of different answers and different scenarios here. So Shakeology, I would suggest having it at a time of day when like your energy levels are low, as a good energy boost. You can also have it at a time of day that you're likely to skip a meal or grab fast food or something unhealthy, so like your weakest meal, so to speak, of the day. Okay, so kind of work it into whatever works for you. I'll just share personally, I have it after I work out. I really or before, depending on what time of day I'm going to work out. But I kind of gear it around my workouts. That's just what works for me, okay? One big thing about Shakeology, make sure you don't just shake it up with water in a shaker. Blend it, make it taste good. You can then put it in a shaker and take it with you if you're going to go somewhere, okay? And if you need recipe ideas, let us know. The second question about eating before you work out, okay? This completely depends on what works for you. I know that you probably heard breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That has kind of a two-sided answer. So you do want to eat breakfast, obviously. But do you have to eat it before you work out? It depends on where you're going to work out, okay? If you're going to work out first thing in the morning, meaning very early, you may not feel like eating very much. So you might just want to have, me personally, if I work out at 6:30 or 7 and it's early, like in between 6 or 7, I'll have my coffee with some coconut oil and I'm good to go, okay? And then I'll have Shakeology and my breakfast after or whatever. If it's going to be later in the morning, closer to 9:30 or 10, then I do eat. I usually have my Shakeology and I'll have my oatmeal too at that time, actually. So I kind of like a bigger meal. It just depends on what works for you, okay? Don't worry about sticking so much to specific guidelines. Just make this work for your life. I am a big believer in just doing what works for you, finding what works for you, okay? So if you don't feel good working out after eating, a big meal like that, then don't do that, okay? If you just want to have a small snack before you work out, that is great too. Really do what works for you, and you might have to kind of play around with it. I did. I kind of play around with it, and it depends on just what time of day I'm going to work out, what's kind of going on in my life. So the main thing is, at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you get in all those containers, okay? So I hope that helps answer some questions. If y'all have other questions, though, please post them below in the comments. One thing I will say, if you're going to work out in the evening, obviously you do want to make sure that you've had something to eat maybe an hour before, okay? So hope that helps, and let us know if you have questions, comments. We'll talk to you soon.